Over 40% of North America is covered in dense forests. These make up some of the most diverse ecosystems on our planet. This relationship of Mother Earth and the creatures that live here is unique and inspiring. Here, along the calm water's edge, is the most incredible game of hide and seek. For this female blue dasher dragonfly, safety comes by staying away from the water's surface. While the female watches, the male dasher displays a brightly colored head and long wings to show dominance and attraction. Meanwhile, for this rat-tailed maggot and this ground spider, relationships will only be built after they reach maturity. However, along the banks, the sticky mud is only a problem for some. If you need a ride, it appears you only need a friend who will carry you on top of her back. In these shallows, for the small schools of minnow that call this home, fear is not a problem. They are too large for the spider and too small for anything else. So the shallows are a perfect place to spend the first few months before they are forced to search for deeper waters. In the darkness, under the shade of leaves, these adult sunfish require greater depths and lots of cover. This means more food for everyone and more danger. Using the cover of dead leaves and twigs, the shade will keep them safe, but hungry. If they are to feed, they will have to venture out into the open water if they want to feed on the plentiful swarms of mosquitoes that take rest on the surface. Hunger then forces large groups out of the shadows. Shooting forward to the next patch of cover is their only strategy. So here, a combination of patience and speed is required. Where parts of the river become shallow, the water moves quickly over the rocks. Here, these black-striped suckerfish move in erratic patterns to avoid being gobbled up. While agile, their ability to change course at a moment's notice is their real talent. In deep enough water, these schools of fish gather, all facing the same direction to take advantage of the feast. The river brings with it algae that the fish catch with their wide mouths as they swim against the current. For those who wish to take part, the rough stone riverbed makes for an excellent scratching post. Spinning quickly, these fish rub their scales against the stone floor over and over until the itch has been satisfied. Several feet above the water's surface, this male familiar bluet damselfly uses his bright blue color to mark his territory and ward off any would-be challengers. Its flexibility is his own personal display of strength. But when facing even the slightest opposition, this male flees for another leaf, as the leafcutter ant takes over to dominate this section of the forest. Northern leafcutter ants are considered both predators and scavengers. Each member of this giant family of micro-sized engineers works tirelessly to cut and carry leaves 100 times their size. They then bring the leaves home to soak and mold. Another resident of the forest is the Tetragnatha guatemalensis, or the Guatemalan long-jawed spider. These members of the orb weaver family have a very special superpower. Keeping their bodies straight as an arrow allows their bodies to appear like tree bark. Their web, on the other hand, remains tight as piano wire. Now this spider can fill even the tiniest movement. Her web ensnares its victims, which becomes patterns in this tapestry of death. The layout of the web shows her a detailed map, as each tiny pluck of thread sends vibrations back to her legs. At a moment's notice, she can spring into action and capture her meal. The web's design and location are keys to her survival. Without a proper food source, she could die. On the other hand, this white and black jumping spider prepares to attack its next meal. Feeling the air with its feelers, the little tiny hairs pick up even the smallest vibrations. This unsuspecting fly will soon be a meal fit for a king. Meanwhile, nearby, a battle is in progress. These two blue-winged black wasps fight to win the ultimate prize. The right to mate is determined by the victor. Each moment is as critical as both the first and the last. These wasps angle their stingers and impale the other. The winner will live and the loser will die. While it may seem like a fair fight, the odds are stacked in the favor of one. The female has already chosen her mate at the beginning of the duel and flies in to offer limited assistance that will provide just enough of an edge for one to win. The air in the forest is often filled with swarms of zebra-striped mosquitoes. These swarms serve as food for more than just spiders. Gathering near the surface of the water, the mosquitoes search for food while an unsuspecting predator turns the swarm into a quick meal. These red-faced ducks reach up with their long, flat beaks and gather as many as possible. Further up the stream, great blue heron watches eagerly for signs of movement in the water. Their bodies, specifically adapted for hunting fish, make them spectacular divers. These small sunfish are easily swallowed and slide down the bird's gullet with ease. Water is then ingested to aid in the feeding process. Once the fish has been properly delivered to the bird's stomach, it is now time to shake off the remaining water and return to the hunt. Blue herons are among the largest North American birds, and as such have no known predators. Therefore, its progress, while slow, has been largely uninterrupted for years on end. Oh, we have been spotted. The blue heron is a very shy species of bird, and like a jerk, he flies away without even saying goodbye. For this great white egret, not every dive into the water yields food. She must take her activities to another part of the stream where the fish are unaware of her presence. Quietly, she inches her way forward towards the water, keeping an eye on her prey, and in a flash, she dives into the water and pulls out her meal. This second attempt seems to have yielded more success. Now it is time to move on and find more food. Unlike their feathery neighbors, North American beavers are among the most inventive creatures of the forest. When they are hungry, they glide effortlessly through the water. They simply reach up and pull themselves up onto the embankment. Now they can have a salad. Their teeth are specifically designed to strip the leaves from the branches. This food is then tightly packed into their cheeks. And while beavers may look cute and cuddly, they can be quite dangerous. Their large teeth, combined with sharp razor claws on the hands and feet, will make you think twice before reaching out for a big beaver hug. Often, they are found slapping the water to warn others of impending danger. For more information on these animals, I would recommend Wikipedia or something from the BBC, as I am simply reading from a script and therefore have no formal education. Now, before you head off to the comments section to complain, remember, you spent your day on YouTube instead of doing actual research.